from it. Unless they fry it right away. No, they're not. Anything? We can actually just win right here. Is that it? Oh, you're calling GG's. I think that's it. Oh, man. Annoying as they were with their burn spells. Boom! Get right in there. Oh, yeah. Hello, everybody. My name's Kyle. Thank you for stopping by to check out my beginner's guide videos here on Arena Hacks. I like helping everybody get started with their MTG Arena account and building their digital card collection on MTG Arena and doing it all for a budget as cheap as possible. I also like sharing, I love building decks, so I love sharing all the decks I build and on a regular basis just talking about the game and sharing that with all of you. So if you're into any of that, please hit the subscribe button down in the corner right here where I am. And as for today though, I'm continuing on with my beginner's guide as I mentioned just there. And what we're doing today is we're completing the first quest down there that we were waiting for yesterday. So today you'll notice that it's asking us to cast 25 red and green spells. And it says right down in the bottom half of it there, at the top it says what you need to do or what your reward is, I think. And then underneath that there's a little fine print where it says play 25 spells, and then way at the bottom it says a number /25. And that'll be basically how you keep track of your spells and how many you've cast in between games. So they awarded us, if you remember, they awarded us a red-green Savage Land deck. That was yesterday when we completed the color challenge. So it makes sense, it's fitting today that they give us this challenge and we're going to use that deck to complete the challenge. We're not really necessarily concerned about wins right now. We don't actually need to win. All we need to do is cast a certain number of red or green spells. And a red and green spell counts as 2. So those are going to be much more valuable to us. So let's go take a look at the deck now and dive into how it works and how we're going to play it. Okay, so here's the deck that we're doing today, Savage Lands. This is pretty much exactly what they give you to start out with. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we get a few more points when we cast spells that are both red and green, instead of just getting 1 point for casting a green spell, 1 point for casting a red spell, and so on and so forth. We cast a red and green, we get 2 points just for one spell. So originally there was only 3 Brushfire Elementals, just like the Coom Hellhound. I increased it to 4, and I just subtracted one of the Hulking Bugbears. That is what they originally had in the deck. So I just took one of those away to increase the Brushfire. Brushfire is just a really good card. He fits in this deck better anyways because we're trying to go for landfall triggers, and we're trying to get those extra landfall triggers by having a creature here that can be optional played as a land instead. Vastwood Surge Surge gets us a bunch of lands, and possible if it's kicked we get 2+1/+1 counters on a creature we have. There should be more land stuff in here somewhere. I know, I'm like, there we go, that's the other one. Scale the Heights is another way we get more lands. It allows us to play an additional land. So if we look at our lands here, we do have 26. This is what I told you everything I changed, just the Brushfire and subtracting a Hulking Bugbear for it. So this is exactly as Wizards of the Coast had built the deck. Evolving Wilds does give us extra landfall triggers as well, because we play it as a land, get a landfall trigger, then we sacrifice it with its own ability, and then we tutor up another land out of our library right onto the battlefield, which gives another land entering the battlefield. So that's 2 in a row just for playing one land. And we do have 2 extra lands in this deck than is what's standard, usually pretty standard around 24. So that'll also help us get our landfall triggers, which if we can find Phylath, one of our rares, it's just really awesome. He creates a bunch of plants when he enters the battlefield, and every landfall trigger we get, we're putting 4 +1/+1 counters on those plants. So that's really powerful and can get really insane and out of control. Inferno, with our landfall triggers, we're getting extra red mana, so we can really pump this guy up. It's just really powerful. 6 mana, 6/6 flying with haste is that's just brutal to begin with. And like I said, our extra landfall triggers, we are going to be getting lots of lands, and probably going to be having more mana to cast bigger spells like Inferno of the Starmounts. Anyways, Froghemoth is another big one, just a good beat down that they put into the deck. It doesn't necessarily go with landfall, but it's just a really great card, really powerful. Owlbear has a 5-mana 4/4 trample, not bad. Enters the battlefield, and we get to draw a card. That's also pretty good there too. We get extra landfall with this by searching our library for 2 basic lands and getting those onto the battlefield. A little clunky at 4 mana. Toski is one of my favorite green cards ever. He's just amazing. All your creatures, whenever any creature you control gets damaged through, you get to draw a card, and this guy himself can't be countered, indestructible, just a pain in the butt for your opponent to deal with. This is really great for winning the game. You know, we usually choose to double our creature's power and toughness to really get that extra aggro beat down in there and get those last few points of damage to destroy our enemy. We got more landfall within the Kazandu Mammoth, which also can be played as a land for extra versatility. I already mentioned Scale the Heights, Hulking Bugbear, and Hobgoblin Captain. They're just kind of really good, aggressive, low mana creatures that are just, low to the ground, low mana, come in and deliver a beatdown right away. Royal Eruption is a really good card. We could have more. This deck could benefit from more burn spells, but eventually in these beginner guides videos, I will get to improving all these decks. Right now, we're just trying to unlock them all that Wizards gives us right when we start out our count. So once we get them all unlocked, I have all kinds of great upgrades for them after that by mixing cards and taking them all around, but we'll get to that. We're getting there. We're getting there. Anyways, Royal Eruption is just a great one. It can also end the game because you can deal those last few points of damage right to your opponent's face. And if you have the 7 mana, it can be as much as 5 damage if that's what you need to win the game. And it's any target. So like I said, you can kill creatures or go right to your opponent's face. I just finished talking about these guys. This guy has haste, which is just brutal. This guy gets first strike when you attack with him and then at least someone else who has at least 3 power or more, or, you know, a total power of 6 among all your creatures attacking. He gets first strike then, which is just really powerful. Akum Hellhound and Brushfire Elemental are basically the same thing, different base power and toughness. The Brushfire is a little better because you have a 1/1 without landfall triggers, whereas the Akum Hellhound, you have a 0/1 if you don't have any landfall triggers. 1 mana as opposed to 2, so you get that little bit, you know, they're the same, but they're different. And then this guy's also unblockable by creatures with power 2 or less, so your opponent cannot chump block, which is also really, really effective sometimes. Targnar, he's really cool, pumps the whole field when you can get Pack Tactics triggered. He also has a built-in way of doubling his own power and toughness, so if you can build him up with +1/+1 counters or something like that, it just becomes really crazy, and you just 4 mana, double his power. Pretty powerful stuff. So that's a quick little overrun of the deck. So let's get to some gameplay now and see how fast we can get the challenge done and unlock our next deck. Okay. Oh. What's with the one-sided mana? I just had a game that I cut from the video because I accidentally kept a hand that I shouldn't have kept, and I just quit right away. It was really bad. Big mistake. And here's the same reason I need to mulligan this. Why should I mulligan the last one? It's just... Except it was the other way around. I had all my red spells and only green mana. Now I've got 1 red spell I can cast. We go first. Is that maybe worth it? Just pray for a green? It's a gamble, but I hate taking that mulligan, that 1 card. Ugh. Let's try it. Let's just for fun. We're just trying to cast spells anyways, remember? Our red and green spells, so there's 1 right there. And there's our green mana, that's perfect. So yeah, we just tack in. Well, that sucks. That really sucks now. We need the mana. Because I don't have a second green. Well, now we do have a second green for Owlbear. All we need is just 1 more of any mana. At least that's something that our opponent's gonna fry with another spell. Unless they counter it. I should keep track. I wonder, that should definitely count for us. Just because they countered it doesn't mean it shouldn't count towards their spells. I definitely think that's just... And same with this, because they're clearly going to counter this again. Holy jeez. Wow. What am I going to do? Cast another spell and they're just going to counter it too? Or, of course, no. They just literally have the perfect... Man, I wonder how these people stack their deck like that. There's no way that's real. Like, come on. You don't just get all the perfect spells to just shut down literally anything anybody could possibly play. Like, no matter what deck this guy's up against, these cards will handle anything. Literally anything. Right into a baton, a bomb rare. Like, no scry, no card draw. Here's more stuff. Man. One of the things you'll get to enjoy with this game is, like, just coming into situations like this that are, like, absolutely stacked. Like, how is this even possible? At least we can keep up for damage with our 5/5 now. Not that it does a whole lot. Gain some life back too. Maybe we just attack in. I just can't believe how perfect freaking our opponent's hand has been. Mythic rare after mythic rare. Wow. Nothing like stacking your deck a little bit. Yeah, right into a perfect double die roll advantage too. I didn't even realize that with these two guys. Like, how you get it? Never mind putting these cards in your deck. How do you get it so stacked? How do you get that? Like, how do people just get this? Wow, like complete and utter perfection in every way possible. This guy built this deck to run exactly this, these exact core cards in this exact order. Except, how do they make themselves, like, how do they make the order? Like, that's cheating. You can't just make your cards in a certain order, the order you want. That's cheating. Like, what the heck? Well, we might be actually able to get them here. Do some math. Maybe if we get a land, hopefully we get a land, we can still double this guy's power. Ugh, that's not enough. Oh, I should have played this and this. That would have made it a what? A 7/7, and it would have been 14. Three damage, yeah. No, it's literally not enough. Well, I shouldn't have attacked with the Hellhound. That was a mistake. Well, let's see what they do. They go to block it. We can do 12 damage to them, and then a Royal Eruption kills them. Actually, I was thinking about maybe killing the dragon. So now they need to hold up a counterspell and or kill us. That's their only options here now. Because we just shoot their face with this. Or if they gain a lot of life, that's their other option. Which, does this do that somehow? I don't see any life gain in here. Seven, 8, 9. Just doing the 7, leaving blockers, which they don't have enough mana for a counterspell. Oh my god, we actually won it. And we were going to get it with the Royal Eruption. Wow, because they didn't have mana for a counter. After that absolute perfect play from them, how did we win that? Oh well, I guess just learn from this, a little bit of perseverance. Don't give up when things look hopeless, because I thought that looked pretty hopeless in the beginning. Wow, yeah, it was literally that double power that we did, that hit for 12. That's what turned the game right there. Wow, amazing. Holy jeez. Well, I bet we still have more spells to cast anyways. Play this time, we got spells that count for 2. Oh, I meant to count that last game. I should... Yeah, when I do the video, I should go back and count those spells. and see if those ones that got countered, see if they counted. We're keeping this for sure. Tap land first. Get out there. This guy's got haste. Do we do Targnar or maybe... Let's go Targnar. We can potentially get a lot of damage in. Because we can play this guy, then play our land afterwards, so he becomes a 3/3. We attack in 3/5. No, that's not enough for pack tactics. One shy. Dang it. Whoa, easy though. We don't play our lands first. Play this first. I guess we don't attack with Targnar. I was thinking about it, but just go like that. We should have. I highly doubt they would have traded. We should have attacked. Dang. 2 extra damage, now that I think about it. So we're doing pretty good. We got 9 spells our first game, and I still can't believe the utter perfection that guy got. I can't believe we won after they got the perfection. Wow. All right. Anyways, back to this game. Our opponent with a Selesnya life gain deck. We have the Gruul Landfall. And they are thinking about stuff. Vixcus is their name. I don't want to take the block, but I kind of do, because their Orator, I think, will help them more than our Targnar will help us. Ugh. I mean, it does pump up our dude, at least. You want trade? Well, they take the trade, too. No? Yes? No? Okay. If they have more life gain, they can make their unicorn bigger, so... I wouldn't mind another land next turn, though, so we can pump this guy up, attack with both of them, and we'll get pack tactics on the Hobgoblin Captain, which could give them first strike. So a little bit better than just a regular 3/1. See, we killed their life gain, haha. These would have both got +1/+1 counters if they would have not attacked with the Orator here. Because these guys grow on life gain. Well, that sucks. Oh, but they lose their guy too, so I'm not too unhappy about that. 1 more mana for our green, big green dudes. Yeah, let's throw damage in here, because he can't block with that low power. And then, since this guy has haste, we play him next turn, attack with both Captain and Bugbear. And that way, once again, as I was saying earlier, we will get the pack tactics, so our Captain will get first strike. Knight, okay, so they don't attack. Or, they have stuff in the graveyard. For each creature exiled, +1/+1 counter for each creature we exile. So a potential of 2. Ooh. This is tricky how to do this now. I think we just drop this and go with everybody. That's just like a savage beating. Let's just do it. I was still thinking about what I was saying earlier with the Bugbear, but Froghemoth trumps Bugbear. Ooh, and they take it all. Down to 4. Get your creatures. Get it all, I guess. Ooh, okay. Good on them. I think they still probably should save a blocker. this might almost be game. I wanted to actually play it out though. Okay, so it was game. I should have played a little faster. We would have got more spells in there. But let's see what our progress is. Oh wow, that was pretty good. Not quite another 9 spells, but it was, we had 9 the first time, so it'd be 7. And we are now 9 away. 9? No. Yeah, 9. Yeah, we're 9 away. All we need is another game like the first one, so let's keep on going. Can't complain, except we go second. We do not go first. How dare they make us go second? Definitely going to keep it though. We start off with a highland forest. We go into a normal forest. That gives us the means to play a pack leader. Ugh. But it also gives us the means to play a royal eruption as well. And it also gives us all the double green once we go this into this. And we also have double red once we get, yeah, double green, double red, all in 3 lands. Can't complain about that. Only one of them tapped. We just need opponent to decide what they're doing. Okay, so opponent decided. I almost forgot what I decided there for a minute. But I knew we were keeping. Okay. Canadensis. That's the one. I was like, there was a certain land I wanted to play first. So that's the one right there. And then we go forest into either royal eruption or pack leader. So we go pack leader first. Where do we go? Because they'll probably have some kind of removal. Let's throw out the hobgoblin first. Let's see what they play next. What mana do they call here? Red. Ugh, that's bad. On the plus side, we can use our royal eruption, and they have no creature to sacrifice to give it indestructible. So we royal erupt it, and then attack in. See, yeah, Emissary and Predator is better as if you have other creatures out, and then you can sacrifice those other creatures. But when your deck and your hand is just loaded with rares and mythics, holy jeez, like seriously. What do you expect? What do you expect? I really want to put the counter on the werewolf, but if we play this first, we can play another land and get the pack leader out in the same turn. What are they? Okay, they can get 2 mana out of that. We need something else so that we can kill their dragon. And they fry it now with mana. Yep. If we would have played it post-combat, whoops, I hate that. I would have put my hand down, I hit the edge of my table, my camera shakes for a few seconds, really annoying. Okay, now we won't be able to raise that. That's 3 extra damage. Draw a card, yeah, no. Just not enough. But again, mythic rare, 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 followed by like a perfect set of burn. And they still have something. Another Dragon's Fire that they'll throw down now. No? Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, they're just killing us next turn. We got some spells in. We went right to the end. We can't cast anything more. Don't have the red for Targnar. Don't have near enough for Owlbear. But yeah, when we're running a beginner deck that I have not even... I increased one Brushfire? We didn't even see a Brushfire this game. And you're up against non-stop rares and mythics. Yeah, it happens. Sometimes there's just not anybody better to match up against. So we're pretty much right there. We're 4 spells away. We play one more game and we're done. So let's check it out. Alright, I think it's another pretty good keeper. Again, we don't get to go first. Ugh. Same thing as before. Play our tap land. Opens us up for a lot of colors. We go into forest next because we got pack leader. Maybe we throw pack leader down because it can block their goblin. We're gonna need to play a little bit defensively. But wait, they're doing red-green goblins? That I've never seen before. Red and green, and they've got... I thought this was just a goblin deck at first, but now I'm... Which I know that green land came out pretty early, and I didn't even notice it. Oops. Alright, they probably have some kind of trick. Hopefully we can at least get a card draw out of it. Out of our attack first, because now we'll get pack tactics when we go in. They can't even block the brush fire. But they already, like, we know they have something. Okay, so they do it before the attack. We still get the attack anyways with the werewolf. Pack leader. They attack in for 2. Do they not play something else? Okay. I don't know what else. I want to try to describe things a bit better. Oh my god. At least we're outpacing them though. 3 damage per turn versus their 2 damage. And we started damaging them first. Right? Even though we were on the... They got to play first. Let's do that, get a counter on this guy where they're probably fry it now. No, they didn't. Interesting. Play an extra land. Let's grab a red source. Let's just do that right now. Instead of waiting for a creature with landfall, let's just go straight to it. Attack in for 4. Do they not have a spell that does 4 damage? They used what? Fight spell and then 2 frostbites with only 2 snow permanents. That means it only does 2 damage. With 3 snow permanents, it does 3 damage. Okay. Now they might make this guy fight. Now that he's... No, he's not big enough to kill the werewolf yet. Because yeah, that's how they killed... What did they kill of our creature? Brushfire, I think, was fight spell. Frostbite. Will we have 3 mana left? I think we will. Yeah, we will. Let's do this now. We get pack tactics from it. Unless they fry it right away, and no, they're not. Anything? We can actually just win right here. Is that it? Oh, you're calling GG's. I think that's it. Oh, man. Annoying as they were with their burn spells. Boom! Get right in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, what a nice victory. And here we go. Look at that. We unlock Sky Patrol. It does tell you when you hover over what deck you're going to... the next deck you're going to unlock. So I'd be willing to bet. Oh, there's more. Okay, some cards. Oh yes, this is our collection now, is getting awarded all these cards because these cards come in the deck we just got. So this is a bunch of stuff. That's the first mean we don't have any of these in our collection yet. So more. This is a whole bunch of cards that come in the deck we just unlocked. 4 of these lands. A bunch of cool stuff. This would go good in the mono white deck. The mono white deck needs more removal. Same with this as well. Oh, that would go good in any white deck. Creature based removal. Okay, so there's where that were the games. There was the games. Was can't speak right now. Blah blah blah. Past tense of the games we just played. Some of them are all right. Sometimes when you're just starting out, they don't have anybody better to match you up with. So sometimes, like you saw there, you just get matched up with these guys that are just running mythic rare after rare, and it's like, wow, these decks just do not compete against that. But you hold out as long as you can. You cast those spells as much as you can. And what did we have? 3 games, we were almost done. After the 4th one, we finished. As you can see here, our quest is done now. We're waiting for tomorrow to get a new one. And if we go over into the decks here, we can see over here Sky Patrol was the deck we unlocked, as you would have noticed that as you were playing along as well. That they, once that challenge is complete, we get this deck and a whole bunch of cards that we were also looking at there. Right, so just reminding you of that. Yeah, so there you go. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Hit the thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't to the channel already. And yeah, we're going to be coming back with more beginner's guide videos. I'm going to be showing you what this is tomorrow. And since it worked out today, red-green spells, they gave us a red-green deck. Tomorrow we're probably going to be doing white and blue spells because they gave us the white-blue deck today. So I'll see you next video for that. Cheers.